Crypt Custodian is a visually stunning isometric Metroidvania where players take on the role of Pluto, a cat assigned as the custodian of the afterlife. The game's central focus is on exploring vast, interconnected landscapes filled with secrets, dungeons, and mysterious souls. Pluto must clean up the afterlife by solving puzzles, gaining new abilities, and facing off against challenging bosses hidden deep within dark dungeons. The art style stands out for its painterly visuals, creating a unique and immersive experience. In Grapple Dog's Cosmic Canines, you take control of a charming canine protagonist armed with a grappling hook, swinging through dynamic, colorful levels filled with tricky obstacles, enemies, and puzzles. The gameplay focuses on mastering the grappling hook mechanics to traverse both horizontally and vertically through platforming challenges. With the grappling hook, players can swing from point to point, reach hard-to-access areas, and solve environmental puzzles. Castaway is a retro-inspired adventure game that blends elements of classic Zelda-like exploration with modern design sensibilities. You play as a character who crash lands on a mysterious island, and your primary goal is to explore the island's various biomes, retrieve your scattered equipment, and ultimately save your loyal dog. The game features several dungeons, each with unique puzzles and bosses that will challenge your combat and problem-solving skills. The vibrant pixel art style gives a nostalgic feel, while the chiptune soundtrack adds to the retro atmosphere. Marko Beyond Brave is an action-packed Metroidvania with a rich story inspired by Slavic mythology. You play as Marko, a warrior who must battle the dark forces of entropy to save the world of Zagora. The game's 2D hand-drawn art style brings the mystical world to life, filled with mythical creatures, dangerous environments, and epic boss fights. Players will explore a sprawling world, unlock new abilities, and make alliances with unlikely characters. Arco is a tactical RPG set in a vibrant pixel art world, blending classic turn-based strategy elements with a fresh, Wild West-inspired storyline. Players navigate through a series of intense, strategic battles across the West's dangerous landscapes, encountering notorious outlaws and sinister forces. What sets Arco apart is its multi-narrative structure, allowing players to experience different storylines that eventually converge, giving the game a rich and layered plot. Keylocker is a cyberpunk turn-based RPG set in a dystopian future where music is outlawed. Players step into the shoes of B0B0, a rebellious doppelganger who uses music to fuel her revolution. The game offers a unique combat system that blends traditional turn-based mechanics with rhythm-based inputs, making each battle feel dynamic and engaging. As B0B0, you'll assemble a band of misfits and use your music to defy the authoritarian regime. Dustborn is a narrative-driven action-adventure game set in an alternate history version of America. Players follow the story of Pax, a con artist with the unique ability to weaponize her words. Along with her crew of misfits, Pax is tasked with transporting a mysterious piece of cargo across the country. What makes Dustborn stand out is its rich storytelling, shaped by player choices and the relationships Pax builds along her journey. The game offers a vibrant, CL-shaded art style that adds to its distinct visual appeal. Tactical Breach Wizards is a unique mix of turn-based strategy and fantasy where you control a team of modern-day wizards who use their magical abilities in tactical combat scenarios. The game blends spellcasting with tactical breach mechanics, allowing players to combine their spells and gadgets to outsmart enemies in confined spaces. You can reverse time to fix mistakes, upgrade your magical arsenal, and experiment with different spell combinations to overcome increasingly challenging encounters. Plucky Squire is an action-adventure game where players step into a magical storybook world. The game seamlessly transitions between 2D and 3D gameplay, offering a variety of puzzles, combat scenarios, and mini-games as you guide Jot, the Plucky Squire, on his heroic journey. In 2D, you explore the pages of a storybook, solving puzzles and fighting enemies within the confines of the illustrations. Then, the game shifts into 3D, allowing you to jump into the real world to face even more challenges.
Should prove to be no exception. Foes will be felled as the fair folk of the land cheer Jot on. Except the folk of the land all have one question on their minds. When will this grand new adventure actually, begin? The land was abuzz, the anticipation electric. Jot could not let the people down, and luckily, it seems that he has found an answer to their question. Yes, Jot, that seems to be working. You always have
Shogun Showdown is a tactical deck-building game set in a feudal Japan-inspired world. Players take turns playing cards to attack, defend, and outmaneuver their opponents in a grid-based combat system. Each battle requires strategic thinking, as positioning, card order, and timing are crucial to success. The game's roguelike elements mean that each run is different, with new cards, abilities, and strategies emerging as you progress.